This is Damon Stevens with Finwell Builders. Today is Wednesday, August 10th, 2022, and this is stock market update for our trades of the day. Hope you had a great day today. Hopefully you're able to catch the CPI data on the pre-market and see kind of where the market was set up to go today. And obviously it looks like they're thinking inflation has peaked. And so the numbers came in lower than expected, causing the market to rally. So what can we expect going forward? That's what we want to look at. And that way we can prepare you for the rest of this week. So let's go get right into it. Take a look at what's going on in the market. If you haven't subscribed, definitely subscribe to FinWealth Live. And we can continue bringing these videos to you, as well as like these videos so we can continue to bring this content to you. Also, if you go to our website, finwealthlive.com, there you'll find a link for our free Discord, which there we post numbers before the market opens, the levels that we're trading, when we're getting in, when we're getting out. And so hopefully you'll find that helpful if those trades are ones that you're looking at as well. But just sharing with you what we're looking at, how we're getting into the market, and how we're getting out of the market throughout the day. Looking at the overall market, you see Dow Jones closed up 1.63%, NASDAQ up 2.89%, and S&P 500 up 2.13%. And we are green, green, green. And you can see the money going into our FANG stocks here. So tech was good. We also had a NVTA. We had a little scanner hit here, which really kind of just rocketed. So let's get into that and take a look at what's going on off this scanner. And if you're not using the scanner, this is free, FinViz, and this website's free, and these scanners are already set up for you. So definitely take advantage of them. But you see here in NVTA, you see here the 223 was the low as we came into the day. Kind of spiked up here around, around 350. And then not till the afternoon did this really heat up and really start to get the volume in. So you see that, by noon we're creeping up around $5. So this was a good time to get in. If you missed that on the first scanner, it also hit the scanner here around, the $6 range, which you could have got in and just rallied up here. And you see here the high, was $9, which is crazy that it went up that high. I did not catch it all the way up, but I did catch part of this. But I didn't also catch the after hours because I was looking at some of the earnings. But NVTA continued to climb up, put in a high of 934 before pulling back here. And see, we're still within this green candle here. So this engulfing candle has all of these candles in it. So this is going to be on the short list, looking at the pre-market and tomorrow to see if we get more rallying, we can bust out of this. And just to give you an idea of kind of what we're looking at. So here's on a weekly chart. Here's why we're at this level right now. So this is back in April. So you see we can consolidate it right here. This is the top, and this is where the candle ended today. So the question is, we got, above that 20-day on a weekly chart. Can we get up to this 50 at 1166? That's the question. Can we rally up this high? So we'll be looking at that, but that's kind of on a weekly chart. You can see kind of where it came from and why we're around that range. You can see here again on a daily chart. It's a nice little rally up here. So this is a little consolidation area here before dropping down. So we took all of that out today. So we'll see if we can get back up to some of these upper levels. On a daily chart, the 200 is sitting here at 989. So at least see if we can get around that $10 mark tomorrow. Definitely want to share that with you as an opportunity possibly for going in tomorrow. Looking at the market right now, the E-mini futures, this is live. This is a 24-hour a day chart here, and you can see that we continue to hold those highs for the day, and we broke above this little channel. So we were talking about this consolidation, either breaking down or breaking up. And last CPI, you see we broke down and fell. This one we broke above. Now we're not a lot above it, but if we can break above, this 4213 area, I think we can start to rally up towards 430, 4303. So 4,300 is kind of the goal right now based on kind of what we're doing. So we'll see if we can hold that. But right now, broken out, we're holding it. So we'll see if we can continue to rally here. Looking at, Thursday, we have initial jobless claims and the PPI, producer price index. So we'll see if that has any effect on the market. And then Friday, they would just get consumer sentiment numbers. So tomorrow could create a little bit of issue if the market wants to find an excuse on this jobless claims. But otherwise, we should see the market hopefully continue and hold this week and close out this week, hopefully on a bullish momentum. The other thing that's interesting too is last few weeks here on options, a lot of puts. People were shorting the market and there's hardly any calls. And now all of a sudden we have the calls in. So this is max pain. So everything in green is people buying call contracts. Everybody in red is buying shorter put contracts. You can see here that we have a huge call volume at 400, 410, 415, and 420. And you see here right now, the stock price is 410 right here. So all of these individuals, if we can hold this market going in tomorrow and also possibly Friday, at least the majority of those who are in those calls options are going to be rewarded really well. Now, the only thing that's going to be interesting tomorrow is to see kind of where the market opens up and if it continues to rally up. For some reason, it pauses. I'll be curious to see tomorrow night when we talk through this video if a lot of these calls clear out, if people take profit and these clear off. Because actually, if the market wanted to collect back on their contracts that they gave out this week, they would need the market to close around 400 right now, which is a lot lower than we're at right now. So we'll see what the market brings. But right now, the bulls are in play. Those who are in calls are loving it right now. Looking at earnings, we had a huge earnings day. We have had a huge one this week. Disney came in, Dutch Bros. Disney, definitely watching for that. It just rocketed right up here. We'll see if we can get some more out of it. Rivian tomorrow, but that's it. Most of the plays were on Tuesday, so we'll kind of continue to see if we can scalp some of these opportunities here with Dutch Bros or Walt Disney. So we'll be watching that tomorrow. Looking at the trade desk, which reported earnings yesterday. Just look at this rocket ride. Just kind of rocketed right up here to these new highs, right up here in this area where we were back in April. So it just kind of blew right through everything. So it's very elevated. A lot of times in earnings, you'll see it kind of elevate. You'll see it explode, and then pull back a little bit here and retrace. So that's a possibility. But right now, the trade desk is just rocketing up here. We're basically 50% off the lows, up 100% off the lows. So we're close to 35, and now we're at 75. So just an amazing run in a short time. So we'll see if we can hold that. Coin on a 15-minute, you can see this downward trend is sloping. We've broken out of that. And you can see here that our low here today was around 82 and we closed out about 95. So we'll see if we can continue to run up. We were downward sloping. This is a chance to break out. So we got to get above 95.72, which is this candle, if we want to keep this rally going on coin. Tesla pulling back a little bit. Still in this little channel here. You see we consolidated for a long time here. Back in May we did as well, and we're kind of in there again. So we'll see. Really, Tesla can take off here. Biggest challenge with Tesla, that the news that came out was that Elon cashed out a whole bunch of, a few billion shares of stock, and that's kind of created, that sell-off internally can sometimes create some of that external sell-off as far as the shareholders as well. So we'll see if that holds. Microsoft gap up, nice rally up right towards this resistance area. You see this is a big consolidation, so we're at the top of that channel. Got to get above 290 if we want to break out. Otherwise, we may get stuck in that range and come back and fill those gaps. Amazon right here at the top as well. Just flat on the day, right on the resistance line. We got to get above 143 if we want to rally Amazon. Apple right here, you can see coming into this new channel area. So we may consolidate here if we can't break above 171. We could possibly consolidate right in this range here, so just be aware of that. If we break 171, look for a rally up. Chipotle in this new range area right here. So we got to break above the 1688, or if we break below 1650, look for some downward momentum. NVTA, the top of the channel, you can see here we've been in the top of this channel for a couple weeks now. We were there before, back in May. So we got to break back up here to get back in this channel that we were in, a week ago, a couple weeks ago. So looking for NVIDIA for continuation on its move. Definitely check out our video here on our FinWealth Live YouTube channel for more information about the services we provide and how we can help you as a trader. U.S. oil consolidating down here between the sandwich between the 20-day and the 200. So we got to break out or break down below one of those lines or above that line to get things moving again. Dollar, big old pullback, of course, because money's flew right back into the market. So money's back in. So the dollar's down today. So we'll see if it continues to break down. You see that it's been hit this area before. We're still in the deviation bands. So we'll see if we get a breakdown. But right now, we are at the lows here on those deviation bands. Gold, nice rally up, broke above the 20-day, 50, and we're sandwiched between the 50 and the 100. So we got to break above that 100. The VIX continues to on a downward slope. It's breaking that support line at 1973. You can see this next one's at 1845, which comes, back from this April number. So April seems very common, a lot of these stocks. So if you look at those levels in April, should give you an idea possibly what the market might want to do, because it may repeat it. So look at support down here, but look also for support and a bounce possibly as we get into that range. VIX on a weekly, 1845. You see where that comes from back here in March. So again, looking for that to be possible support and a bounce. SPY on the 15, you can see here we had this big gap up with the announcement, came right into this 417.62 level back from August of 2022. And you can see that we kind of just mostly consolidated, tried to break out, failed to break out. So we got to get above this 420 and hold. If we do, we got to rally on our hands, and the bulls will continue to run this. If not, we may stay, consolidate here or go back and fill that gap at some point. On daily, again, back above, kind of in its own area now, kind of where this consolidated here. So looking for a possible run up to 429 or 430. Weekly chart, we are, at the resistance level of these candles right here, these two candles. So look for a play possibly to start tracing up these candles, which were engulfed by these two candles here. So we'll see if the SPY can get some momentum going or how it's going to close out this week. But so far looking very bullish. Triple Qs run back up to that 200-day. It was rejected last time, actually a couple times now. Looking to break out. If we break out, we get into a new channel, possibly run up towards that 350 area. Semiconductors, nice rally off this bottom, back above the 20, the 100, and the 50. So looking for a play back up to this 244 area. IWM, nice rally up here. Got above the 200-day. We're above all moving averages right now on the Russell 2000 on our small caps. So looking very bullish. We are in a range though. See right here, you can see back in April. Talk about April again. There's a range that we're in for a couple weeks. So look for some resistance around 204. Financials, you can see here, rally up here. We're kind of right into this this range up here. Let me put a couple lines up here. So there's a 200-day above us, and you can see here right around that area too is $35. So there will be probably some resistance at that $35 mark, but we're just continuing to grind up there right towards those highs. Energy sector, just kind of riding along this this trend line as we try to get above all these moving averages. So look for that continued grind here, possibly to go up until we get above 78, 79. Bitcoin continue to bang on that ceiling, trying to break up to the highs and just keeps getting rejected. So we'll see if Bitcoin can get some momentum here maybe this weekend to break out, which is very possible. Same with Ethereum, hitting the top of that ceiling around that 100-day moving average. Definitely looking for a good weekend based on what we've seen today. If this continues through the rest of the week, definitely could see a good weekend in crypto. So that's our stocks, our cryptos, the things we're looking at, small caps. So definitely, watch pre-market for the VIX. Make sure it's not spiking up. So as long as it continues down, the market can continue to rally here. And again, join our Discord at finwealthlive.com. That way you can participate with us, become part of our community, and we can make money together. Everybody have a great night. We'll talk tomorrow night. See how your trades go and what to do going forward here as we go towards close of this week. Everybody have a great night.